Hello and welcome to day 3 of your 25 days of yoga for 2025 challenge. To continue our journey together today, I'll be guiding you through a 25-minute grounded yoga practice. I'm so grateful for your time and your energy today, and now begin by laying on your back. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to rest just over top of your heart, and begin to invite your body into stillness. Notice how as you lay here on your mat or on your floor, that the ground below you is supporting you and holding the entirety of your weight. Draw your mind to the places where your body connects to the ground and allow yourself to get lost in the moment of just feeling and being, lying here still and breathing. There is absolutely nowhere that you need to be except here on your mat, and there is nothing that you need to do or think about in this very moment except breathing and existing just as you are. Take a deep breath in and curl yourself into a little ball with your arms wrapped around your shins or backs of thighs. And on exhale, extend long, arms above you and legs straight below you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and draw your mind to the feeling of length from the tips of your toes all the way up your legs, your torso, and the length of your arms until you get to the tips of your fingers. On inhale, curl back up tightly into that little ball, and exhale as you hold for a moment. Inhale deep through your nose, and as you exhale, spread yourself out wide as if you're a starfish laying on the bottom of the ocean, and take up as much space as you possibly can here, drawing your legs further and your arms further apart. Take a deep breath in, and on exhale, curl up into a little ball once again. Pause for a moment, and then begin to rock forward and backward, up and down the length of your spine, giving it a little massage as you roll. Now rock yourself all the way up and come into a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed. Let your hands fall beside you on the mat, and with a deep inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead and bring your palms to touch. And on exhale, send the palms down the midline of the body. Inhale, lift the arms, palms touch. Exhale, send them down the center. Inhale, lift the arms, take up your space, palms touch. Exhale, send them down the center. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale upward. Exhale, move downward. Inhale the arms up and overhead, and exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. On inhale, reach high through your fingertips, and exhale, let your right palm come to the mat beside you as your left reaches over to the right. Inhale, lift both arms back up through center, and exhale, left palm comes to the mat as right arm reaches over to the left. Inhale, back up through center, and exhale, right palm to the mat, left arm reaches. Inhale, find center. Exhale, left palm sweeps down to the mat, right arm reaches, opening up your right side body. Inhale up through center. Exhale, reach to the right with your left arm. Inhale, find center. Exhale, reach to the left with your right arm. Inhale, find center. And on exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale through your nose and lift your arms in front of you all the way up and overhead. And on exhale, fold a bit forward, hinging at the hips, and plant the palms of your hands onto the floor. Begin tracing the floor below you, sweeping right arm over to the left, then left arm over to the right. Begin to feel the ground below you as your hands travel and explore your space. Let this movement become fluid as you continue your steady breaths, and let your body tell you where it wants to go. Bring both hands back through center now, and on inhale, lift your arms up high towards the sky once again, and on exhale, release your hands to the tops of your knees. Uncross your legs and sweep them behind you, and sit back on your heels and plant your hands onto the mat, about a hand's length distance away from your knees. On inhale, lift your left arm high towards the sky, opening out to the left, and on exhale, sweep it back down. Inhale, lift your right arm high now, opening towards the right, and then exhale, replant the hand. Inhale, lift up and open to the left. Exhale, plant your left hand. Inhale, open up to the right, gaze follows fingertips. Exhale, sweep it back down. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, down. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, down. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, down. Inhale, open to the right. And exhale, down. Now walk your hands forward and press yourself into tabletop, wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. On inhale, drop your belly and arch your spine, crown and tailbone lift towards the sky. And on exhale, push the ground away from you with your hands and round the spine, chin tucks. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, crown and tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone and your chin towards your chest. Inhale, drop the belly and arch for cow. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, drop your belly and arch one last time. And on your exhale, come back to a neutral spine tabletop. Place your right hand right underneath of your chin, and on inhale, lift your left arm high, opening up, gaze follows left fingertips. And on exhale, sweep that left arm right behind your right wrist. Inhale, lift it high, open to the left. Exhale, sweep just a little bit lower. Inhale, lift high, open to the left. And on this exhale, sweep all the way down and rest on your left shoulder. Your right hand can stay planted on the mat, or with an inhale, lift it high, or option to take a bind, placing right hand on the top of your left thigh. Pay attention to how it feels to breathe deeply through your nose as you lay here threading the needle. If you took a bind, release it now and plant your right hand back down onto the mat. And with an inhale, lift your left arm high once again, opening up. And on exhale, plant the left hand back down to the mat. Now shift yourself to sit down on the side of your right leg and walk your right hand a couple inches further than below your shoulder. Extend your left leg, planting the foot into the ground and with left arm on left hip, and then press yourself up into a modified side plank, supporting yourself with your right knee and right hand. Extend your left arm long overhead, finding length from fingers to toes, and on inhale, bend your left elbow and your left knee, tapping one to another, and then exhale, extend long. Inhale, curl in towards yourself, tap knee to hand. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the elbow and knee, tap. Exhale, extend long. Now sweep your left hand back down to the mat and find yourself back in tabletop. Now begin circling in one direction, moving back through Balasana, child's pose, and then up and in front of your hands, using your pelvis as a guide for these circles. Now release the circles and find yourself back in tabletop and place your left hand just below your chin. On inhale, open up towards the right, lifting your right arm high. And on exhale, sweep your right arm just behind your left wrist. Inhale, lift up and open to the right. Exhale, sweep just a little bit lower here. Inhale, open to the right. And on this exhale, sweep all the way down and come to rest on your right shoulder. Your left hand can stay here for support, or option to lift it high and take a bind. Draw your focus back on to the feeling of breath as you thread this needle, and simply invite differences from the last side to this one to exist as they are. Release the bind if you chose to take one and plant your left hand back down onto the mat. And on an inhale, push yourself up, opening up once again towards the right. And on exhale, plant your right hand back down onto the mat. Now come to sit on your left hip. Walk your left hand slightly further out than right below your shoulder and extend your right leg long. Push yourself up, supporting your weight evenly through your left hand and left knee, and extend your right arm long overhead. Inhale, bend your right elbow and right knee towards one another and tap. Exhale, extend long, find length. Inhale, bend and tap. Exhale, find length. Inhale, bend and tap one more time. Exhale, find length. and then pivot back down to tabletop position and begin circling in the other direction now. Passing back through Balasana Child's Pose and then up and over your hands, breathing deep and loud as you move. Release the circling motion, coming back into tabletop, and walk your knees out to each side of your mat. Touch your big toes together behind you. Inhale, and on an exhale, sink all the way back towards your heels and walk your hands forward to find length through your spine and gently rest your forehead on the ground. With each breath in and breath out, notice if you can invite just a little bit more tension to be released from your body in the places where it's not necessary for you to hold. On your next breath in, lift yourself up and walk your hands over and off of the side of your mat towards the left. Relax your forehead back down to the earth and reach a little bit further through your right hand, feeling as you open up your right side body. Lift yourself up off of the ground and now walk your hands over off of your mat towards the right side and relax your head down. Reach further through your left arm, now feeling the space created between your ribs on your left side body. Slowly lift up and walk your hands back through center, and then slide them both just beneath your shoulders and press yourself up. Sweep your legs back in front of you now and safely and slowly come back to lay on your back. As you take a long, deep inhale, come back and curl up towards yourself, hugging your knees towards your chest. As you exhale, extend long once again, arms released high over top of you and legs straight. Inhale, curl back in towards yourself. And exhale, extend wide, come back to that starfish position, taking up as much space as possible on the floor. Breathe in and curl up, bringing all your limbs into this little ball. And then place your hands underneath of your thighs and begin rocking once again forward and backward, massaging the length of your spine. As you rock, release the length of your arms down to the ground. And the next time you lift your hips up off of the ground, lift them all the way up into candlestick position, using your hands to support your low back as your legs linger over top of you. If you'd like a different experience, release your hands down to the mat and let your legs hold themselves. Your legs can stay straight, or you can explore the space, bending them, or even resting your shins and your knees onto the mat behind you. Do not force any movements that your body is not welcoming here. Simply invite yourself to explore new shapes, and poses, and allow yourself to change when your body is asking for it. If your knees are resting behind you, inhale as you lift your legs back up. And no matter where you are, exhale and slowly lower your back and your hips back down to the ground and extend your legs long. Now lift your knees bent up above you and extend your arms wide into a T position. Inhale, and as you exhale, let your knees fall towards the left side. Turn your head so that your gaze fixes over your right fingertips and melt into this supine spinal twist and breathe. On inhale, lift your knees back up through center as well as your head. And on exhale, let your knees fall to the right side now and twist your head so that your gaze finds your left fingertips. Melt into the ground. Notice how different the twist feels from the left side to the right, and breathe, allowing your body to rest for a moment in this twist. On inhale, lift everything back up through center. And on exhale, extend your legs long and lower your arms beside you with your palms planted on your mat. Bring your eyes to close if they're not already. And notice how your body has just carried you through the entirety of this practice, and how the ground, without you even asking, has supported you and held you while you did so. When you feel your mind begin to wander, simply come back to the feeling of breath, or back to the feeling of your body and the floor connecting. Settle in here for your final Shavasana. The next time you hear my voice, I'll be guiding you out of relaxation. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, circling your wrists and your ankles, waking up your human vessel. When you're ready, turn yourself on to one side and gently press yourself up to find a seated position. Rest your hands gently on top of your knees and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Notice the experience that your body has had in today's practice and how it feels now as opposed to when you stepped onto the mat. Release your hands on either side of you, and on inhale, lift them high overhead and touch your palms. On your exhale, slowly send your palms down to heart center, Anjali Mudra, and bow your head for one final deep inhale of light and love and gratitude for this practice, for this body, and exhale, let something go that no longer serves you. You have just completed your 25-minute grounded yoga practice. I commend you for being here and following through on your New Year's commitment to your yoga journey. Thank you for joining me for class today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 4. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan.